Alrighty, we're just waiting for the storms to fire up here. We'll get to the showing the radar here in just a minute, but for right now, we just have some severe thunderstorm warnings, is all. But um, later on is when we will have our the potential for the um, significant tornadoes, which one or two of those could be violent. Um, but that is what was expected from the SPC. They said that potential for some large or some one or two violent tornadoes. But tomorrow seems more like it doesn't seem like it. It's going to be a much bigger day. SPC says multiple violent long track tornadoes possible. High end tornado outbreak is what the SPC thinks. So but yeah. So if anybody's watching, can you comment that you're watching, please, and thank you. So I just will put on the radar screen here so you guys can see what is going on. I did post a video today. Talking about today, tomorrow, but so you can see the marginal risk that we have here. It extends pretty far out. It's about, what is that, 1,000 miles? No, it's not 1,000 miles. I'm dumb. What the heck? Not what I want either. What the heck? I don't know. I can't figure out how long it is. It's huge, as you can see. From Duluth, Minnesota, all the way down to the coastline. But that slight risk from like Rochester, Minnesota, to just the northern parts of Baton Rouge. Had the enhanced risk from like Fort Dodge, Iowa, to this is Hattiesburg, Mississippi. We have our moderate risk from Cedar Rapids down to Jackson, Mississippi. The potential for some violent tornadoes is there for today, as we do have a 15% hatch risk of seeing significant tornadoes, which is EF2 to EF5 intensity. So anywhere from St. Joseph, Louisiana to like St. Louis has the highest chance of seeing some significant tornadoes. And then from like southern Davenport to Hattiesburg has a lower chance, but still has a chance of seeing some significant tornadoes. So a 2-day tornado outbreak is in the works here for today. I'll show you guys day 2, as we do have that high risk of severe weather with Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Jackson, Mississippi, Hattiesburg, northwestern side of Montgomery, all in the crosshairs of this. In the moderate risk, we have notable towns like Yazoo City, Rolling Fork, Vicksburg, Natchez, Mobile, Eastern Atlanta. So, and then tomorrow we do have a 30% hatch risk of seeing significant tornadoes. So tomorrow looks like a high-end tornado outbreak day, especially anywhere in this purple, this 30% hatch risk. So Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Laurel, Philadelphia. Does not look good. It almost looks like 2011, except it's just a little more farther south. 2011 was a little more north than this is, but we do have notable towns like Philadelphia, which in 2011 had a EF5 tornado. 2011 was a pretty big year for tornadoes. It was the year of the Tuscaloosa EF4, the Rainsville, Alabama EF5, or EF4, EF5 or EF4, one of the two. I can't remember exactly what it was, but we do have the makings and potential to have another one of those days. So that is what we are dealing with. But for right now, we just have some severe thunderstorm warnings going on. We have this one here. Does it say the counties? For West Central Montgomery, Northern Mills, Pottawatomie, Southern Harrison, Southwestern Shelby, Sarpy, South Central Burt, Washington, Dodge, Douglas, and Saunders counties. Hazard to be 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail with this storm, with this just warning, I guess, in general. If you go to Iowa, Iowa has some more mean-looking storms. You got this one here that just went through Ralston, Iowa. This was for northwestern Greene County, eastern Sac County, Calhoun County, and northeastern Carroll County. 1 inch diameter, so quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and I believe in the warning above that is for the same storm. We have one going through Des Moines here. This is for southeastern Greene County, southwestern Boone County, and Dallas County in central Iowa. Hazard with this is quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This one is for northwestern Polk County, southwestern Story County, southeastern Boone County, and northeastern Dallas County. Same hazards, quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And we do have our big line of thunderstorms here in Missouri. This is what we're looking and watching for, the potential for 80 to 100-mile-an-hour winds as this segment bows out. The storms have just entered the 10% hatch risk of significant tornadoes. So tornadic activity is going to start here probably momentarily. We do have some light but broad rotation just to the north of Cross Timbers in Missouri. So just know that if you know anyone in Cross Timbers, Missouri, the storm is kind of rotating just a little bit. But nothing that is concerning the National Weather Service any, but it is there. So, just moderate, very broad, light, weak rotation, but it is there. Okay, so we do have, so these storms are going into the tornado watch area. So they are entering the area for some tornadic activity. We do have a tornado watch down in Louisiana, Mississippi, and southern Tennessee. As this is going to be more of an evening threat. This says thunderstorm development is anticipated this afternoon and evening within the strongly shear and unstable environment across the lower Mississippi Valley. Environmental conditions are favorable for supercells capable of all severe hazards, including very large hail and strong EF2 plus tornadoes. The tornado watch area is approximately along and 65 statute miles east and west of a line from 65 miles southeast of Alexandria, Louisiana to 25 miles northwest of Greenwood, Mississippi. For complete depiction of the watch, see the Associated Watch Outline Update. Probabilities. Overall tornado threat is a high 80%. EF2 to EF5 tornado risk is a moderate, is a 60%. So the overall severe hazard risk is a high 90%. So we're probably going to see some tornadoes in this area. This one, we'll go to this one. This says intense thunderstorms move very quickly east and northeastward this afternoon and evening. Widespread severe damaging winds are the main threat this afternoon, with gusts potentially reaching up to 80 to 90 miles per hour. The tornado and large hail threat is expected to increase later this evening, with sustained supercells potentially posing a threat for multiple strong tornadoes as moisture returns northward across Arkansas and in Missouri and Illinois. So the tornado threat is a high 60%, and the EF2 to EF5 tornado risk is a high 70% risk. So overall severe hazard risk is over 95%. So just know that the chances for severe weather in this area are basically, they're there. 100% chance you're going to see some form of significant severe weather hazard. So we are live. The threat is just starting to form. We just started, but I will be right back. Alrighty, I am back. Just had to go grab something. So the rotation that was the light broad rotation that was oh my goodness, it's like I can't talk. That was over Cross Timbers. It doesn't look like rotation anymore. It just looks like a leading edge bow, just straight line wind. source now, but doesn't mean that the storm won't become tornadic, as it will more than likely probably become tornadic. So, we go down to here. This is where, in my opinion, this is where the higher tornadic potential will be. Was going to be anywhere down here that is not connected in the line of storms here. That is what I think. But I could be wrong. Weather is kind of unpredictable. But, you know, you can see the storms down here. You can see the line down here, the dry line. It's getting longer and longer down. So, we'll keep that in mind. Yeah, these storms are moving quick. How fast are they moving? Wind of 70 miles per hour with this storm here. Moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. So it's moving at highway speed. I don't know. Maybe this is rotating very so slightly. It very well could be, but I don't think it is. I think it's just rain cooled wind. So down here by Rogers, 70 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. Again, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. So here are your storms in Iowa. You know, this one that went through Woodward has some pretty good hail with it. It looks like maybe bigger than quarter size hail with that storm there. So there is a special weather statement right here. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour. It's moving north at 40 miles per hour. Okay. Osceola, Schaumburg, Archer, Central City, and Shelby around 4:45. So this is old, obviously. That was 40 minutes ago. St. Paul, Clarkson, Palmer around 4:50. Cushing around 4:55. Other locations in the path of these storms include Silver Creek, Fullerton, Woolback, Belgrade, and Genoa. But anywhere here, they're moving north, okay? So this part looks like it'll impact Columbus. This part looks like it's going to impact Lindsay, Newman Grove. And this part looks like it'll impact Albion, Petersburg, Cedar Rapids. So you kind of have 3 different parts of the storm impacting 2 different counties. So that is something to keep in mind here. We do have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning in Arkansas here, and it's the one by Rogers in Bentonville. We do have one in Missouri, a considerable one in Missouri here. I want to be on this radar. So, yeah, it just looks like it's blowing out. So strong winds, but QLCS tornadoes can't be ruled out. One of those, couple of those could be significant, potentially violent tornadoes. We'll get rid of that as nothing is rotating, so there's really no need to show the velocities. I don't see why they have a severe thunderstorm warning for this. It doesn't look anything terrible, but they will be shortly. So Iowa right now looks to have the most significant severe thunderstorms, especially just north of Des Moines. So this one's considerable. It's got 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter size hail as the threat with it. But yeah, today and tomorrow is nothing to take lightly. Today and tomorrow, both going to be significant severe weather outbreaks. Tomorrow will be a tornado one, more than likely. Today just looks like severe, but a tornado outbreak can't be ruled out. So this storm right here, that's just north of Woodward, is going to miss Boone, but I think the one that is just to the south of Luther is going to clip the west side of Boone. So the Gopinger Field, Little League Park, potentially the Boone Scenic Valley Railroad could get hit with some hail. Boone County Hospital, potentially on this side of it, but the airport, everything on the east side is going to get hit by the east side of the storm, but anything on the west side, I believe, will get hit with the west and central part of the storm. So that's what I believe. But so we'll go to this camera here in Booneville, or Storm Chaser actually, in Booneville. Nathan Moore, he's driving into the storm there. Do we have any cameras, I wonder? Oh. No. Okay. So here's the camera. You can see the winds are very, very strong. 30 miles per hour sustained. So this is what that camera's doing. It's really shaking, really shaking. So, so that special weather statement has been allowed to expire. It is right now not in effect, but could get reinstated. The storms could move north and strengthen and would issue a severe thunderstorm warning, or they could weaken and it wouldn't even rain at all. So areas just north of Scranton, Iowa, probably seen some significant hail with this cell just south of, to the southwest of Churton, just south of Lorville. And people to north of Woodward, to the southeast of Ogden, Iowa, are also seeing some pretty significant hail with this severe thunderstorm warning as well. So, again, we will be live today and tomorrow for this event, as it does look like a pretty significant tornado outbreak is possible tomorrow, along with late tonight, tomorrow morning, which makes it even more worse because it'll be an overnight nocturnal tornado outbreak. So storms are now into the 10% hatch risk of severe weather. They're getting close to that 15% hatch risk. Yes, I see this, but I do feel and fear that the highest chance is going to come later in the afternoon and the early evening when these storms move northeast, east-northeast. So down here, the ones that are not involved with this line, the ones that are kind of staying out, this line that's staying out in front of this one. So that's what I feel. So but we do have a pretty good sale here that's in between Columbus and Schuyler, Nebraska here in Colfax County, heading up towards Lee, Creston, and Clarkson. Shelby, it's probably raining there. Osceola, you're about to get some rain. And then if it continues north, it's going to go in between Columbus. It'll probably go Platte Center. So, and then out in front, we do have some cells popping up northeast of Petersburg, Nebraska. So just Oakdale's probably getting some rain right now. Neely, the rain's just off to your east there. So sorry about that. If you guys wanted some rain, it's off to your east. Nothing is too concerning or crazy right now in the terms of rotation. Everything looks pretty calm rotation wise. Yeah, this isn't rotation. This is just wind. So might have some very weak broad rotation with this storm here, as it does have a hook on it. Rotation would be right. Oh my goodness gracious! Rotation would be right around there. We do have that hook. So, potential storm with a little bit of rotation. So this is something to monitor. And if it would drop tornado, it would be in the trajectory for a McCord Bend. In Missouri. So we'll wait for another scan here. I don't think this storm will be the one to drop the first tornado, as it's not in that environment to do so. As yeah, it could. It's in the 2%. I just don't think it has the right ingredients to do so. It is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, though, with 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail with it here. So, okay. So they have issued another special weather statement here for east central Nebraska here. Wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour. It's moving northwest now at 40 miles per hour, so it's moving in a kind of a odd direction. Aurora, Gresham, Grand Island, Phillips, and Benedict are on 535, so it's right there. It's there now. Polk, Stromsburg, and Marquette in 540, so about 3 minutes. Chapman, Hordeville, Osceola, Central City, and Shelby around 545. St. Liberty around 550. So, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Platte and western Colfax County in Nebraska and south central Stanton County. At 5:36 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 6 miles north of Richland or 10 miles northeast of Columbus, moving north at 35 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail are the hazard. Hail threat is radar indicated along with the wind. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning is issued for western Colfax County, northeastern Platte County, and south central Stanton County for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So this storm is intensifying. I do see the storm that is just to the south of Bellwood also intensifying as well. Says it's moving northeast as it's going northwest. Okay. Did it say northeast? Did I read that? Did I make that up, or did it say northeast? Moving north. Okay. It's moving northwest. So I do feel that this cell here, David City, Bellwood, could get fairly close to that Humphrey area. Maybe Lindsay, maybe. That's if it just drops west enough. We'll go back to the storm here that appeared to have what I thought maybe was a hook echo in there. It's still there. The rotation, if there is any, is still very weak and broad. So it's not there. But we do have some hail reports of 1 inch in Des Moines, Iowa, and we do have some wind gusts of 60 miles per hour in Omaha. No reports of the storm here in Colfax, Platte County, as it's still fairly young, hasn't matured yet, but I do feel we might get some updates with that soon. We do have a hail report. We have some wind damage. Thunderstorm wind gusts damaged tree limbs up to 2 inches in diameter in 2 miles west of Roger, Arkansas. We have a hail of 1 inch north of Rogers, and then a wind report at the airport. So, we do have some storms firing up in Louisiana, like anticipated. These are the ones that I do feel are going to start the tornado threat first, just for the fact of the location that they're in, and they are discrete to semi-discrete. So these ones are going to have the potential to, produce the tornadoes first over everything else. But they're not warned yet, but I do see a potential for some severe thunderstorm warnings. We do have quite a few 50 mile per hour wind reports, south of Grand Island, Doniphan, Aurora, Henderson, McCool Junction area. So some pretty good strength wind gusts happening in eastern Nebraska here. Potentially larger than 1-inch hail that just went past to the east of Gilbert, Iowa. We are starting to see and get some convection out in front of this leading line here that have formed two little tiny cells out in front of the line. If they can stay out in front of the line long enough and stay discreet and not hit each other, they will also have the ability to produce tornadoes. The severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Platte, western Colfax County does appear to be strengthening in terms of the hail seems to be getting in a more larger area than it was before. So I've kind of marked out the trajectory of the storms. The warning says it's moving north, but you can see the shape of the warning obviously shows it's not moving north. So just for that, it's not moving directly north. The warning shows that it's not. It's probably moving more to the northwest, which is not normal for storms. Normally they move to the east or northeast, so definitely something to watch. But I'm not at all surprised that it's moving this direction, as with the bomb cyclone that we have, it's spinning, so the storms are kind of spinning and wrapping around, so they're kind of spinning in that northwest direction. So so the thing is, the storms are out of the area, but now it's the wind. The wind is on the back side of these storms is what's going to be strong for the overnight hours. So, big hail threat, big hailers in Iowa. Um, Heavy rains in Missouri. That little cell, that blip, is getting larger in size. The three little discrete supercells are getting closer to the tornadic environment. They are staying discrete. They're staying like by themselves. They're not meshing or running into each other. So that is something to monitor. As they move into that more tornadic environment, which they are not far from. So that is a big thing to watch. These cells down here, they're kind of breaking apart a little bit, which is not good for the tornado threat, as that means they will more than likely break apart and become discrete supercells. And then if they stay discrete and broken apart, when they enter that area, that tornadic area, that's when they're going to have their best chance of becoming tornado producers. Just to the southwest of Columbus, east of Duncan, we do have a cell that is possibly producing maybe some pea-sized hail that is not warned. So just take that. Just let any of you guys know out there. We have 17 severe thunderstorm warning and 2 special weather statements. So if you're just tuning in, this is just the start of a 2-day severe weather and tornado outbreak. Tomorrow, more of a significant major tornado outbreak. But man, so see how the hail producing storms up here in Iowa, just moving out of the Fort Dodge area. Here in Missouri, we do have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning here for Buffalo, Lewisburg. It's heading towards Lebanon in Missouri. We do have some wind damage here in Springfield. I have a report of 2 large tree limbs down near High and Robertson in Springfield. One limb is blocking High. The other is on Robertson. So this is on the roads, I believe. And then we have one just west of Republic. Reports of shingles torn off roofs. So some pretty strong, significant wind speeds there. Just north and west southwest of Springfield, we have a wind damage report in Aurora, Missouri. Power line down across from Oak Park on Elliott Street. So Aurora, Missouri has a power line down at the park. As you can see, the Boeing segment starting to form here, right over here, and then down here. So that cell that's heading towards Duncan is strengthening. We do have a camera here, Stanton County EMA camera. I can't tell what direction this is facing. I want to say this is facing to the south, maybe, judging by the cloud structure that I see. But I could be wrong. But I don't believe it says. Does it say the direction that it's facing? Wind speeds. What direction is it facing, though? So, I believe the camera is facing to the south. I believe. So I believe it's facing towards the cell that's just entering Lee, Nebraska. But I will be right back. Alrighty. I am back. We do have a tornado warning in eastern Greene County in Missouri. This does include Springfield, Missouri. The rotation is just to your south. The rotation will be headed towards Expansion, Missouri right now, if not already there. We do have one tornado warning, 18 severe thunderstorm warnings, and 3 special weather statements. So we'll check the storms going on in Louisiana. They seem to be losing some strength, but we do have a bunch of other little blips forming south of Alexandria. So that is something to monitor. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning that has been expanded. It includes Humphrey, Platte Center, Columbus, Tarnoff. It is just to the east of Lindsay, and we have another one that includes Hoskins, Windside, and it's just to the east of Norfolk with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. And we have quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts with the one in Platte County. We have a hail report, dime to quarter-size hail falling for 5 minutes with wind gusts of 40 to 50 in Platte County. Because it's the screen recording. I do all my stuff, I screen record, but I'm not. I normally use this, but I'm using this for no one. Somebody was. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know who it was, but they weren't watching long. But it's on top here. So we do have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings in eastern Nebraska. Again, the one that now includes southeastern Madison County, western Colfax County, Platte County, and southern Stanton County in Nebraska for 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail. We have one in southwestern Wayne County and northeastern Stanton County for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail again. We do have another cell that is just directly south of Norfolk, which I do feel that this cell will strengthen which will prompt a warning. But we do have a severe or a tornado warning here. The rotation seems to be not in the warning. Oh, that's why the radar is not updating. Why don't they update up here? Just know that although the velocity radar is not updating, just know that the rotation is no longer, it appears outside of the warning, but it is not. Assume the rotation is out here, somewhere by Turner's, Louisiana, or Missouri. So we're going to be jumping around quite a bit tonight. So the cells that were out in Louisiana that looked like concerning, the cells that did look concerning in Louisiana have kind of lost their steam, their power they had. So you can see from Connor Crossfeed here, he's not in anything. He's passing some farm equipment here on the roads. Blue skies with rain falling down. But there are some cells now forming to the southeast of Fort Smith, and that blip is now by Jasper does still exist. It hasn't shriveled out yet. So if you know anybody, so the radar has updated now. The rotation has broadened out a lot, but it is just past or just on top of Stratford, Missouri. So Stratford, Missouri, take cover. This will be headed towards Red Top, Northview, Marshfield will be the next towns in the line of fire. Go back to Nebraska here. So that storm that's in Platte County and Madison County, Stanton County, Colfax County, it is starting to weaken as it moves more to the northwest. However, the cell that's headed towards Norfolk does continue to strengthen on the northern side of it, along with the one that is to the east of Norfolk as it heads towards Hoskins and Winside. So We do have this one storm, appears to have a hook on it, but no rotation. So that is the good thing, that it has no rotation on it. Oh, so the cells have they're pretty much gone in eastern Louisiana, but we do have cells forming pretty rapidly south of Alexandria and just into Mississippi. So the tornado threat for over there the severe weather and tornado threat will start to ramp up over there here shortly. I don't understand why the radars aren't updating very well. The tornado warning. It is still warned, but um, the velocity is just not updating for some odd reason. But we do have a pretty impressive hook on the storm here south of McCord Bend. Why is it not updating? So but the velocities have updated on this, but the rotation is very broad. Um, so that is the good part. We do have a 50-mile-per-hour wind gust report 6 miles east of Tarnov, Nebraska, on a personal weather station. Almost 60 miles per hour, 59 miles per hour. So, see the wind on the camera here in the storm that is just to the east of Nebraska. So this is facing the east-northeast. The wind blowing the camera. You can see the rain and hail off in the distance near the ground, the foggy color. Winds of 35, 36 miles per hour with that storm. We'll go back to our tornado warned storm here. Okay, so the radars have updated. Thankfully, you can see the intense line of storms rolling through. Um, Whoa. Okay. Do have so we do have that severe thunderstorm warning to the east of Norfolk. As it's approaching Hoskins, Nebraska, it is intensifying. In the terms of its hail core is getting larger, but the severe thunderstorm warning for Platte County, Madison County, Stanton County, and Colfax County has expired. We'll see if they issue another one or if they're just going to let the storm roll without being severe warned. Um, the storm has exited the warning box. So the warning will be allowed to expire. We do have what appears to be some very broad rotation here. Um, on top of Pembina, Missouri, but nothing too concerning to warrant a warning. So, Norfolk, you're starting to get some rain here. Maybe you might get some hail, but it appears that rain will be the main threat with that cell, as it's just going to skirt on the south side. So, yeah, that tornado warning has been allowed to expire as anticipated. So, some pretty good hail falling south of Abbeville. Missouri. We do have some storms falling or forming in Louisiana and Mississippi, but the storm in Platte County are weakening and breaking apart as they reach more drier air. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Let me go back to the other tunes. Okay, that's updated. Now the storms are sadly appears to start to be breaking apart, which would allow them to become discrete supercells. And with that, the tornado potential would increase. But for right now, they look more outflow driven with just some strong straight line winds. That being said, tornadoes cannot be ruled out with these cells. Do have a hail report of 1.25 inch in diameter. With a couple little cells forming. We do have a new cell forming just north of Harrisonburg and one forming northeast of Monroe, Louisiana. So potentially some storms forming back up in Louisiana. So I'm gonna step away for a quick sec. I'll be back. I know because I heard that. Alrighty. We're back. I know. We're back. We have a tornado warning in Missouri. God, the velocities have updated. Oh. Okay. Well, that looks too far out front. I can't tell if that's clear air contamination or if that's an actual, like, tornado. It is radar indicated, though, so I don't believe that it is a tornado. I think that's just some radar interference.
But it actually seems to have the
Norfolk is under a severe thunderstorm warning for almost 1-inch diameter hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Velocities have updated, but the reflectivity has not. Okay, reflectivity has just updated. This cell, if we were going to see a tornado, this cell appears to be the cell that would do it first. As you can, maybe if I could draw, we have what looks like a pretty good hook, and there have can't get it to work, but whatever. That tornado warning storm in Missouri is looking more and more concerning. With the hook, this looks like a storm that could produce a tornado. The rotation So they've upgraded it to 2.5-inch in diameter hail, so up to tennis ball size hail. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Diggins, or 10 miles southeast of Marshfield, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. These storms are moving highway speed. So we do have some more convection happening over in northern Arkansas. Not much happening. We do have maybe some more significant convection happening in northeastern Louisiana. See if that can stay together. But this cell is rapidly intensifying in its rotation and its hook. So we have a cell that's going to form the first tornado. It is going to be this one just to the northeast of Diggins, Missouri. It is still a radar indicated warning, but I do see this storm being capable of producing a tornado, and we do appear to have what looks like some tighter rotation on the storm. So we'll see what the latest reflectivity scan shows, but the latest velocity scan shows a tightening rotation couplet here. We'll figure out where we at in we have a new tornado warning. It has been confirmed, so we have an observed tornado on the ground at 6:44. A confirmed tornado is located 8 miles north of Seymour, or 10 miles southeast of Marshfield, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. So it is a radar confirmed tornado. So the impact places, this is going to be heading straight for Duncan, Missouri. We'll look at our risk area here to see where we're at. We're in the 10% hatch risk, so this tornado could, if it gets in the right environment, it could potentially get strong. But right now, it's just starting. Probably not too terribly strong, but and I don't think with all the hail in the storm, I don't know if we're going to be able to get a clear. Yeah, we're not going to get a clear CC drop scan, but you can see where the tornado would be. The tornado would be right in there, in that area. So we do have our first confirmed tornado of the evening, putting us at 1. We'll see how long this holds up, if it tracks into Duncan or if it lifts right as it dropped. We'll find out with the next scan here, which should be coming. So the latest velocity scan still has this on the ground just south of Duncan, entering Duncan right now as we speak. So if you know anybody in this area, tell them to take shelter. So the latest reflectivity scan has the hook echo still there. It has it a little more defined. So wait for the latest velocity before we. So the latest velocity has the rotation a little weaker, a little more broad, a little less organized. But it could be cyclic, it could be recycling, or it could just be weakening and then it start up again and strengthen again. So we need to keep an eye on it very closely. Latest radar scan again for velocity shows rotation, velocity, still can't tell with so much hail, with all the hail in the storm. So the latest reflectivity scan has the hook kind of occluding back into the storm, which would signify that the tornado, if it is still on the ground, will be weakening and hopefully dissipating. Latest velocity scan shows some broader rotation. Alrighty, we're back here in northeast Nebraska as we do have the cell up by Norfolk has weakened a lot as they're reaching drier air. Some rain might be headed towards Lindsay and Newman Grove here within the next hour. Go back to our tornado warned storm here as the hook looks like it's trying to reform again. So the storm is going through what we call a cycle. So wait for the recent velocity scan shows it doesn't show a whole lot, but it does show some. We do have a special weather statement in Arkansas, as we do have some more cells popping up in Arkansas. Let's drop down here, see what the cells in Louisiana are doing. Maybe those will be able to stick together, as we do have a over 2.5 inch hail report. 2.7 to almost 3 inch size hail, baseball size hail went through the Highlandville area in Missouri. So that'll break almost any window. House, car, truck, doesn't matter. It's going to break almost any window it hits. So uh, most recent velocity scan shows the velocity a little weaker. I'm struggling to find out with all the hail. It's hard to get a good CC scan. I can't tell if there's rotation in this, but judging by the hook, it would make sense. I do think that that is rotation in there, so there's potentially still tornado on the ground. It's just very broad, probably weakening rotation. So they've upgraded the hail size again to 2 3/4 inch hail, potentially baseball size hail with this tornado warned storm. So wait for another scan here from the radars. Latest reflectivity scan shows a more disorganized but hook, but is still there. So you have to monitor that. Gonna drop down back here to Arkansas. In Louisiana. We do have some cells about to cross into Mississippi. Let's see if I can get a CC drop. So this appears as we do have a CC drop as the hail is now more on the northern side of the storm. So we do still have a tornado on the ground here in Missouri. Just waiting for radar scans. Whoops. Whoa. I wonder if this is a fire. Nope. National storm. So just waiting for the most recent scans. Reflectivity still shows a pretty considerable hook. We'll wait here and get the next velocity scan. Hopefully I don't have to change to a different tilt for velocity. Yeah, as that's a little more recent, but okay. Whoa. Okay. So the most recent scan here shows the storm getting pretty unorganized along with the velocity, but the storms do appear to be breaking up from their linear line that they were to more semi-discrete supercells, along with in northern Arkansas, we have some more cells popping up. And the storms are getting closer to the Mississippi border. Oh, that's a hail report. We're looking into that. But but we do have one tornado warning with baseball size hail and observed tornado. Radar confirmed. So we do have a hail report. 1-inch diameter hail. 5 miles south of Norfolk. So rain gonna move into the Lindsay Newman Grove area here shortly. Oh, okay. That one in Texas. So we still have this confirmed tornado on the ground. Um, our most recent reflectivity scan, we can see that the hook is still there. We're getting more and more severe thunderstorm warnings. Out in Iowa, and so okay, we just got our most recent velocity radar scan. Velocities don't look very strong. So the tornado has been on the ground for about 30 miles. So the rotation does look like, on the latest scan, does appear to be a little more tighter now. So potentially the tornado is potentially strengthening. Maybe. We do have some wind damage in Scribner, Nebraska. 2-inch diameter tree limbs falling, estimated winds of 50 to 60 miles per hour in Scribner, Nebraska. So it's raining, according to radar, is raining in Lindsay. So we have a. Did I read this? Yeah. So the hook does appear to be getting a little more stronger, along with the velocities. There was a severe thunderstorm in Arkansas as well, just to the south. This does affect Omaha, Arkansas. And we do have those cells in Arkansas, Louisiana, heading towards the state line of Mississippi. So how do you see this warning getting extended?
I've never seen a nine. I've never even heard of that. I'm in the southeast Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana.
That's a 30% hatch risk. Hatch risk means a 10% or greater probability of EF2 to EF5 tornado. So
Yeah, they were
the SPC has stated the SPC has stated that a potential.
What's the SPC?
The Storm Prediction Center. These people
Okay.
stated that for Saturday, potential major
Outbreak.
violent tornado outbreak of EF4 plus tornadoes in the purple and the high risk area. So, hate to say it, but that 13 almost or the 12-year EF5 drought potentially could come to an end with the next week. Because
Weather Channel on, they said Torcon 9.
It was
like, what?
It was 7.
Usually it's like 4.
It was 7 this afternoon, and I kept looking at the models, and I said it's going high risk. Because yesterday, day 3, the highest that the SPC can issue for day 3 is moderate risk, and the highest percentage chance of severe.
That far out.
Yeah, and that far out, the highest severe weather risk they can give out is 45%. And if both of those happen at the same time, by their criteria, by day 2 or the day of, it has to go high. It has to go high risk, and they did that this afternoon. But by the time tomorrow, the high risk could be a lot greater than what it is. So it's not looking good.
9 in a circle.
I mean, this is what
the Torcon scale. Like,
this is today's. This is today's huge moderate risk with a 15% hatch risk of seeing EF2 to EF5 tornadoes, but it's more of a nocturnal threat tonight. And then, yeah, the only thing that was going to slow this down tomorrow was anything happening, over here overnight in the early morning, which is going to.
full of energy.
It's not. It's not taking any moisture, any dew point, nothing. Not taking anything out of it. If anything, it's.
This is all the same system.
Yeah. This is the southern side. This is what's coming through Nebraska right now is this. All this. And then.
All the bad stuff.
Yeah. And on the southern side is. Tomorrow's going to be a big day.
Abby, how are
A very big day.
And weather stuff. Crazy.
Be like, you're so full of crap. You don't. That actually might get you views.
She could talk.
It's a live stream. No one's watching right now.
Like a morning show.
No one's watching right now. Not even her grandma.
You could be the obnoxious girl like on Angie.
It's a morning show.
Yeah.
Grandma, who watches?
Good morning, America.
What grandma watches?
Oh, my grandma Connie.
Good morning, United States. Like Good Morning Tokyo or Good Morning Vietnam.
No, we have to do Puerto Rico.
Not doing anything in Puerto Rico though. I don't get it. I don't understand what he means. My goodness.
Way down there.
In the ocean? Is he?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What the? Is he from Isla de Mona?
Maybe he is.
So confused what he meant. Where's the northern coast of the United States at, bud? But
Why do you say that?
just a hunch. So we still do have that tornado warning. Why are we so far behind? There we go. The latest reflectivity scan doesn't show the hook, shows the hook being a lot more messy. Not velocity. So but the velocity still does show a potential tornado. We'll go to our correlation coefficient as, yeah, now it's just all contaminated with hail and it's hard to tell and see. So the storm and here in Arkansas does have a tornado possible tag on it. I don't know why. Why? Is it supposed to?
St. Francis. It smells like cat.
From the cats.
From the stinky. Oh. They just make ham and beef sliders.
The ham ones, those were delicious. I like the ham better than the everything else. Pulled pork. I like the ham ones better. You throw an egg on them, and I know they're like $7 an egg.
For anybody that watches this, supper discussions.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But
so totally, the ham sliders were better than the other ones.
No one's watching. No one's gonna watch this until it's over. That's the sad part. But oh well. Yeah, Mom, I don't have a house like Ryan Hall dedicated to this.
And then if you put an egg on them, which I know are like $7 an egg.
What? Video?
One that I had.
The video is more than 2 hours long ago.
Talking about ham sliders.
The video was like 3 hours ago.
But then have I found a live?
Just go to your YouTube and go to subscriptions.
Yeah, they were good.
Just it says on that's the live stream right now. So go in the other room and watch it because I don't like hearing my voice.
You like maybe another
Regardless of what she does, it's gonna be good. God, Mom, turn it down. You have earbuds in your room. I know you do. Good lord.
You still don't know when the wind's going to change.
It's weather related. It's fine. No, don't.
I'm talking on the guy.
This doesn't show that, but you know what it does show? Come closer and look then.
If I get closer, I still won't be able to read it.
Get farther away then. Do you go all the way back there? Can you read it then? No. It's the effective layer.
From right here, I can
This
effective layer STP
effective layer
with CIN. I don't know what the abbreviations mean.
effective layer significant tornado parameter
Oh,
with SIN, which is convective inhibition, which is like a cap preventing the storms. The STPC and the STP fixed are maxed out. This is for tonight and tomorrow.
but where's that at?
Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
And if we go ahead to this one shows
And the Mississippi Alabama border.
Yeah. If I go to the NAM here, this one,
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't know all the acronyms.
I don't know what NAM means either.
Wow. Are you still like streaming?
Yes.
I don't know what the hell NAM is. Don't tell them that.
Brother! Oh no, it's not loading. Oh no. Okay, there we go.
No, right?
Nothing's ever easy,
That's what
technology.
kids say.
This one has the higher concentrated area of this tornado in Missouri, though. Instead of, but holy crap, the photograph,
What?
this thing, the photograph was almost off the charts. It basically is.
Just asking when the wind's going to go. Where we are.
I don't know. How about you go stand outside and I'll let you know.
Wow.
That's one way to find out. I really don't know, dude. I can't tell you that from that. Actually, I can. Hold on.
Well, all this stuff, you had kind of a future cast model type of thing.
Oh, no, that's not the one I want. I want this one. Okay. No. It's just a jet stream.
Surface winds. Button to click for surface winds.
If only it was that easy. You want surface winds? How about wind chill? No, yeah.
I can see isobars. I can see the low over Iowa. And that's bringing the warm air up, so I can see how that would.
Yeah. It looks like about 6 in the morning Saturday. What do the dew points look like? Holy cow, it's humid over there.
The high wind warning advisory from 10 p.m. to 10 p.m. night to 1 p.m. tomorrow would be pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really humid. Holy crap.
Wind came up from the southeast.
Yeah. Sprinkling. Or something, but are these updated? Wow, this one is. This one's not. Go figure. They're never matching. That's just way too far back. That's over 5. These are over 5 minutes ago. That'll update eventually. We still have that tornado warning. It's no longer confirmed on the ground. It's just radar indicated. Bunch of small convection storms forming along the Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas state lines. We have another tornado warning here that includes Fulton, Kingdom City, Montgomery City, Bellflower, Middleton, Wellsville, and New Florence in Missouri. Oh, this might be on the ground, actually.
Here. That one.
Well, the coefficient doesn't say it is, but the velocity sure say that it's almost on the ground. That's hail.
For this truck,
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. I really think father.
That's total. Because she watched it, and then someone else watched it. Huh? Yeah, she did watch 5 seconds of it. It's kind of upsetting. Yeah. Put some earbuds in. I know what I'm saying. So we still have the tornado warning. Why is the reflectivity? Why doesn't the reflectivity
like
ever
that. I was the first
update? 2 viewers.
Yeah, one of them's me.
Oh, never mind then. It only does that when you click off of it. You know that's not how it works because she watched it for 30 seconds. Whoa. Oh, another. They know we're making suburbs fun. They know what we're having. Hey, that just gives them supper suggestions next time.
Hopefully my mom's watching.
So it does appear that there's potentially another tornado on the ground. Right here. Missouri. But too much hail to tell if there's any debris floating around in the sky or not. Oh, okay. Might potentially have one tornado on the ground and one tornado on the ground and then another one forming on the back side of it near Plato.
Abby, quit whispering in his ear. Say it out.
My goodness. Trying to run something smooth here. So oh, that's just contamination. But what? Crazy how he's going. I don't even talk. Okay, so our tornado warning near Fort Leonard Wood has been upgraded to observed. So we have 3 tornado warnings now. We do have a confirmed observed tornado. I can't tell if that lines up with the velocities or not. No, it does not. Okay, so we do have 3 tornado warnings, 2 on the same storm, and then this one that is just past Fulton along Interstate 70.
Use Smith 1000.
Do you want to watch, though, this storm in Arkansas, just to the west of Scranton, north of Paris, and and you know how you say that, in Arkansas, as it is discrete, along with the one south of Odin, is also staying discrete, and now we do have more convection forming along the Arkansas and Mississippi state line. So here would be where our tornado is in Missouri. Can't tell with all the hail in these storms if there is debris in the air. We are just going to assume that there is. We're going to assume that a tornado on the ground.
I'm going to stay here just for a minute and get a view of it on the front camera.
Copy, that's fine.
that a wall cloud? I do believe we have a wall cloud on this film. By Mansfield.
Let's get ready. This is.
Tornado watch issued is a PDS watch. Several strong tornadoes likely from pretty much from northern Mississippi all the way through southern Illinois, including Poplar Bluff, Missouri.
The tennis ball size hail with the tornado warning storm. Again, hard to see debris with all the hail in the storm.
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that. I got a good view up here. The trees thin out real quick, but I might turn around on this if it looks like it's about to do it. Could always go up 95 up here, I guess, but yeah, I am gonna be. I don't know. So I guess maybe the game plan is we just need to monitor what's going on out east, and we'll just kind of keep in mind what's going on here. But
I'm sorry.
Sure, I'll see if I can't get a hold of him. I'm trying to find him out now. I showed him near 158 550.
boy, tough decisions, guys.